Welcome back to Project 94 for another Diecast review here on the channel, and we finally have ourselves a 2023 Kyle Busch Diecast to review here on the channel. And today, it's going to be Kyle Busch and his 2023 Lenovo number 8 Chevrolet Camaro Z01 for Richard Childress Racing. What a cool paint scheme for Kyle Busch. This is going to be the first one we look at on the channel right here, the Lenovo paint scheme. The black and red, awesome looking paint scheme. What an awesome diecast is going to be for you Kyle Busch fans. It's going to be the first Kyle Busch review that I've done in the modern era that is not a Joe Gibbs Racing number 18 car that has any Mars chocolate sponsorship. But man, this is still going to be a cool diecast review. The start of a new era for Kyle Busch diecast reviews here on Project 94. So let's take a look at this diecast and what it has to offer. Here it is, out of the box, and man, this feels so surreal, holding a Kyle Busch Richard Childress Racing diecast in my hands. I gotta say, it is quite the feeling to finally be reviewing one of his brand new 2023 cars. 2023 for the diecast is truly here. So let's get a closer look at this diecast right here, folks. You got number 8 RCR right there, the new number 8. We're gonna get a closer look at that in the review. Got the two Sunoco logos. Then you have Lenovo on the hood with the brand new hood vents. You have Chevrolet, Busch. So weird to see that combination back together, Chevrolet and Kyle Busch. Then you have Goodyear right there, the Goodyear yellow rolling wheels. You have the NASCAR Cup Series logo, the 75th anniversary logo for NASCAR, number 8. Rowdy Energy, you got Chevrolet, Lucas Oil, Sherwin-Williams, PTC, and what is that sponsor? I can't really see it. That looks like KCMG. You have the new number 8. You got Lenovo, Allsco Uniforms, and BetMGM because they cannot put the other two sponsors on there. You have the Rowdy Energy name. You have NetSpend, Lenovo, and Cheddar's. Two Lenovo logos. One on the hips of the car and one on the doors of the car. Quite interesting to see that. Of course, the Goodyear logo is white on this car. Here's the back. You have Okuma, Lenovo, number 8, Chevrolet, Camaro, ZL1. Still got the giant Camaro on the back. You have Lenovo on the deck lid, Lenovo on the roof, and the number 8, the new number 8 for Kyle Busch. And we got a little bit of a decal flaw right there, right on the number 8. Wow. Congratulations, Lionel, for your debut for Kyle Busch diecast with the number 8 Richard Childress team. But now it's time to do the paint scheme. So this car is spray painted all black, and before I do the rest, this paint scheme is almost exactly like the Tyler Reddick one, except with the new style number 8, which we're going to look at here on the channel. So let's take a look at this new number 8. It's a really sharp, angular looking number 8 compared to the usual RCR font. It's a brand new style for the number 8, and it looks really fantastic. I'm a huge fan of this font. I think I really like it, and a lot of the fans also like it as well. It's definitely better than the football looking number 8 that we used to have. That's gone now, finally. A great new font for the number 8 for Kyle Busch. They hit the reset button, both for the driver and the number font. So let's get a closer look at the colors on the number 8. You have a black outline, a red outline, and a white number fill-in with some silver accenting to it. It looks super fantastic. I really love this font. And what's weird about the number 8 is that at the very bottom corner, it has TM right on the number. Quite interesting to see that on the number 8. And the number 8 on the doors are about the same. If I get a closer look at it, it is about the same number 8, just without the black outline, because the black blends in with the rest of the black on this car. And now it's time to finally review a Lenovo paint scheme. This is the first Lenovo diecast of the 164s that I've seen, so definitely going to want to have this diecast in your guys' collection. Of course, got the Get Biofuel logo right there. And now we're going to look at the front. So the headlights are supposed to line up with this red stripe that's underneath the front fascia details of the headlights and the grille, but it does not look like it lines up very well, unfortunately, on this particular diecast that I have right here. But yeah, underneath the headlights, a red stripe. And at the very bottom corners of the front, you have the red starting to show with a very thin red line following it right at the top. Very thin space between the triangle and the thin red stripe. So it's a big red triangle with a thin red stripe at each of the corners of the front, and it's going to wrap across the side. And remember the front stripe we were talking about? That is going to turn into a really thin stripe. 2 thin stripes, one a bit thicker than the other. The smallest stripe, the thinnest stripe, is on the top. It's going to go past the wheel well, up through the Cup Series logo, over the number 8, and into the driver's seat right there. And of course, you're going to have that big, thick stripe that was on the bottom, which is this right here, which is at the corner of the front. It's going to go right through the wheel well, and it's going to shrink to be really small. It's going to go right down underneath the number 8. It's going to spike back up towards in between the 8 and the Lenovo, go straight across, and then it forms this red box right here. And what's funny is that another red chunk shows up right there. So those other 2 stripes, the thinnest stripe is actually spaced out right there from the thicker stripe. And then the stripes are going to just shoot across the side of this car. And then it's going to form into another half of a trapezoid right there. And there's a lot of spacing between the side stripe, but the bottom stripe is very, very close right there. What a really complicated scheme. And of course the back, nothing on the back right there. You have nothing on the deck lid. But let's take a look at the top. So you're going to have the red on the top of the paint scheme. Of course, the black roof rails, black splitter, black spoiler. But looking at it from the top, a lot of it, not even half, it's way over half of the top is covered in the red. And there's a bit of a thin stripe that follows it. So it's kind of curved. When you look at it over the B-pillar right there, it just spikes up this way. And it's very, very even, like a trapezoid is. And it's just really long. The whole red stripe covers up the entire roof. Of course, that thin stripe is going to follow through the side roof pillars as it goes to the A pillar. And over the B pillar, the stripe is going to continue to wrap all the way around. Really, really nice design. And of course, it's the same on this side. And that whole entire shape is going to just cover a grand majority of the roof and a little bit of the side pillars, which I really like how you can look at it from the side and still have some red on the upper pillars. That looks super nice on this car. And the red looks fantastic. It's almost like a red-orange, believe it or not. You'd figured it would be more of like a normal dark red or just a generic red, but it's definitely more on the red-orange side of things, which is quite interesting. It actually makes the car look like it's glowing in the night like a computer, which kind of fits the theme of Lenovo, you guys. Really cool to have a Lenovo official diecast made by Lionel. We never got one for the Reddit camp, but now we have one for the Kyle Busch camp, so check that out, you guys. And another cool feature of this car, you do have the black side skirts, but you do have the dark gray rims for this paint scheme, which I really like. This looks a lot better than if they would have just left it just the black plastic of the wheel, the rims. These wheels are still plastic, but you could also get this with the rubber, not the rubber tires, the metal chassis. I wish they were doing the rubber tires again. I don't know why they stopped doing that. Apparently now they're just doing plastic wheels on everything, which is really unfortunate. But the rims look really nice in that dark gray color. It goes with the rest of the scheme. Looks fantastic. And if this was in the Gen 6 era, this car probably would have had red rims. So if the next gen cars ever get colored rims back, red rims would look fantastic on this car. But yeah, it's time to get a closer look at this, because I know fans are like, oh wow, you got a Kyle Busch car to review? Let's get really close-up views of the paint scheme right here for Kyle Busch of this beautiful, beautiful diecast. I really like this paint scheme. This is one of my favorites for Kyle Busch, the Lenovo scheme. Just going to give you a really nice look at the sides right here. Yep, this is 100% legit. It's not fake. It's not a custom. This is a real Kyle Busch Lino Racing diecast right here. Super nice. And of course, here's the front. Although the front stripe does not line up with the headlights very well. Hopefully your diecast comes out better than that. But still nice nonetheless. Of course, here's the hood right here. Might as well do the 360 view while we're at it. We just saw the front. Just a really, really nice diecast. If you're a Kyle Busch fan, I'd definitely be wanting to get these as soon as possible. There's a lot of great diecasts for 2023, but these Kyle Busch ones are going to be worth a lot, I feel like. And what's weird about this side is that the exhaust decal is quite a bit cut off. That's unfortunate. But here's the back. Really, really cool. So it's really nice to have a Lenovo diecast finally in the 164. And it's going to be for Kyle Busch. Really, really nice. But here is one thing, not about this diecast, but more about Richard Childress Racing. They barely ever get diecasts made for Tyler Reddick, and they only did one Tyler Reddick Special 3 Chi car, and only one Austin Dillon 164, and that was the test car. The test car was the only one he got, the Bass Pro Shops number 3 test car, and he never got an official paint scheme made in the 164, which is absolutely insane. So a nice change of pace now that a top driver like Kyle Busch is on the team. Now they'll get more diecasts made for Richard Childress Racing. There's a lot of merchandising opportunities there. And I'm really glad they're taking advantage of it. This Kyle Busch card, it looks great. A lot of fans are going to want to have Kyle Busch Lenovo cars and RCR cars in their collections. So finally, Lionel has started to get some more RCR cars made. What a cool diecast. I really, really like this one. The black and red look great. It's a shame we never got the Reddick one, but this definitely makes up for that, having the Kyle Busch one made. So, what do you guys think of this wonderful Kyle Busch diecast here? Do you guys like it? Do you wish it could have been better? Do you wish they gave him a different paint scheme? But hey guys, at least they gave him the new number 8. This is the first diecast review that I've done for Kyle Busch with the new number 8. We just want to know your opinions, guys. Leave them in the comments section down below. Of course, the black roof rails also kind of look cool on this car. I figure I'd point that out once more. But yeah, guys, that has been the review of Kyle Busch's 2023 Lenovo Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 number 8 for Richard Childress Racing. So that is going to cap off the first ever Richard Childress Racing Kyle Busch diecast here on the channel. We hope to have many more down the road. But that's going to be it for today's review. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed this diecast review of the Kyle Busch Lenovo car. Stay tuned for more diecast. We have some new Chase Elliott diecast coming in. And another Kyle Busch car. And a couple other diecasts that'll be coming in for the channel for Project 94. So, make sure you're still subscribed. Took a little bit of a break yesterday to film the Flash Racing Cup Series Nashville race. So, we're finally back today here with the Kyle Busch Lenovo car. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next diecast review here on the channel. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecasts. And to cap off the video, shout out to the channel it's currently called Simon Toyo Sports, the biggest Kyle Busch fan. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed to his channel. That's going to be it. Stay tuned for the next diecast review.